This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
What's going on, great friends? Hey, it's Kaplan and Crew. It's Friday afternoon. Got Grande and the Brown Man, and we come to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. I'll tell you guys this right now. This weekend, it's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. So for all of those outdoor activities that you like to do, you might want to think about something else because, Browner, you'll love this. Even this morning, I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, tomorrow morning, I want to get up. Let's go for a nice big walk. Let's get some exercise in. We'll go for breakfast. She said, no, dude, it's going to be pouring rain. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be windy. She suggested tomorrow, you ready for this?
Give it to me.
80 for Brady tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What
theaters?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's what she suggested, dude. I'll do anything she says. I mean, really. What she says, I do.
Bro, there ain't no way that woman said she wants to go see no
swear
damn
to
80
God.
for Brady.
I swear to God. She said tomorrow, because we have a friend's birthday party tomorrow. And she said, hey, what time's the party? And I said, because she said, do you want to see 80 for Brady at 1:15 or 4:15 tomorrow? And I first thought was, gosh, I hope it's not a 3-hour movie. But I said I'd go see it. I said of all the previews I'd seen in a movie theater, it looked like the best movie of all the ones that I'd seen. So it's still in the theater. And I want to prove you wrong, Browner, by saying, remember you said that the budget for the movie was X and it has to make more than that to be considered a success. And I don't remember exactly what the numbers were.
28 million.
28 million was the budget. I don't know what the movie's made so far.
Scott dunked on you, dog, and me.
Oh, really? Dunk right on a fool. Tell me.
You get 28 million opening weekend.
Did or did not?
No, it did not.
Mm-hmm.
It only made 12 million.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been sustainable, bro. It has been
really
sustainable.
Takes all them old ladies a long time to walk to the theater, Browner.
It does. As of February 22nd, so 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
According to boxofficemojo.com, 80 for Brady has a grand total of domestic, well, it's only open domestic, $34.2 million. He dabbed on you.
I guess.
Dude, I just dabbed right on you.
Old people do that. Old people do that on their way to see 80 for Brady.
Bro, I just dabbed right on you.
Oh, wow. 80 for Brady.
80 for Brady has $34.2 million. This last weekend, it's still raked in about $5 million on the box office.
Dude, I'm only going just to add to the box office totals. I mean, I'm even going to go to like some expensive theater, like $20, $25 a ticket. I'm going to go add to the sales just so I can keep pounding home that I know the movie industry clearly.
You want to hear something even crazier, John Brown?
I would love to see
this
the
is
racial
how wrong we
breakdown
were
in this movie.
This is how wrong we have been, Browner, or we were about 80 for Brady. Listen, we're only 5-6 weeks into the 2023 year, but where do you think 80 for Brady ranks amongst every single movie released this year? Where does it rank in the box office for 2023?
Come on, Brown. You know the answer.
I would give it top 50.
Come on, dog. Ain't no 50 movies been released so far in the first 7 weeks of the new year.
It's higher than 50.
Okay, number one. I'd say it's the number one grossing box office hit.
Stop it.
Well, I don't know what other movies are out. You know what I mean? I guess I did see that Otto movie, and I did see what else did I see?
Otto definitely beat that. Dude, if you're going to go see a movie, go see Cocaine Bear.
I think that comes out today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go see Cocaine Bear. Don't waste your time on 80 for Brady.
I'm seeing 80 for Brady. I'm seeing 80 for Brady. I'm seeing
Don't see Ant-Man. If you guys are looking for a movie to see, don't see Ant-Man.
So where is 80 for Brady? Top what?
25.
Top 5.
No, 25.
80 for Brady in the $34 million that it has made this year is ranked 6th amongst all movies.
Yeah. See that, Browner?
In 2023.
Dude,
only
did nothing come out?
A Man Called Otto, number 5, Megan 4, Puss in Boots, number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, number 2, and Avatar still number 1.
Yeah.
What's number 7? What's number 7? Hold on. This will help me. What's number 7?
Plane.
Okay. What's number 8?
Knock at the Cabin.
Really? Knock at the Cabin did that bad? All right.
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible. See, I tried to
Okay.
explain this to you, dog. Hey, listen, I'm Mac McClung right now. Okay, I'm dunking
What
on a fool.
I was very wrong about this. I'm genuinely
Yikes.
shocked. Genuinely shocked.
I am
that
too.
80
That
for
movie
Brady
looks
has made.
disgustingly terrible.
Well,
It's
I'll let you
crazy.
know. I'll let you know because I'm
It's
supposed to go see it.
crazy.
I'm either going to see it tomorrow or maybe I see it Sunday and then hold me to it on Monday. Because if I don't make it to the movie, then you guys can bust my freaking balls over here.
My balls.
A guy who never sees movies is literally going to give 2 hours of his life to
I've
80
seen
to Brady.
I've seen
80
two
for
movies
Brady.
so far this year. I saw Otto and I saw The Fablemans.
I don't think I've been to the movie theater this year.
The Fablemans, I've heard, was terrible.
Horrible
From
movie.
a lot of people.
Horrible movie. Everybody's like nominating it for every big award. Horrible movie. And I don't know why. I don't know. All of a sudden, I received in the mail. I received I got this little package. Like, what the hell is this? I open it up, and it's The Fablemans on DVD. And I'm like, who sent this?
How'd you get that?
And how would I play it? You know, you might as well.
That's LA Cap. LA Cap.
LA
videos
Cap
now.
for sure.
Mhm.
That's
LA
like
Cap for
Screen
sure.
Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Union member, the whole deal.
Right.
So,
Do you have a SAG card?
I do.
What were you in?
What do you mean? What am I in?
That's how you
Don't
get
you
them.
have to
You're
be in
movies.
something to get a
Or
SAG
in-
card?
No,
in
SAG
the
is
union.
called the union is called SAG-AFTRA. So Screen Actors Guild is on one side, and I think it's
Yeah.
the American Federation of Television and Radio something or other. And so and ESPN in LA is a union shop, so you have to join the union.
Ah,
You have to join. You have no choice.
nice.
No, it's not that
Good for
nice
you.
because then all of
Oh.
a sudden twice a year they come to me for union dues.
Oh,
And I don't know what
Mm.
they do for me. I have no idea.
well, tell them to put you in a movie.
That's what I'd like. I'd like
Mhm.
to star in a film next to Dwayne Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I could be like his
You got
Jewish
a thing
agent.
for The Rock. I think most people are
Yeah,
Rock
man.
fatigued, and
Yeah,
you're
I'm a-
still on board.
Yeah.
You
well,
want more.
I'm on board because look, I got my Vegas Vipers T-shirt. I'm an XFL fan. That's why.
I gotta go get my merch from Browner's place. I haven't gone yet.
You do.
All right, let me do this. It is Friday afternoon, and I know that the number one thing that our sports fan audience wants to talk about, wants to hear about, is the Padres. And how do I know this, by the way? Because when we post videos on YouTube about the Padres, that's what gets the most engagement. That's what gets the most views. I mean, Alex, you and Toby do more of the content and understand more of the analytics of all of this. But it's true. Like
Yeah.
the YouTube algorithm, for some reason, puts us and the Padres together. And when we put out Padres content, that seems to do the best. Can you just go in a little deeper into that for us?
I mean, you did a really good job. I don't know. You want me to go into the way the YouTube algorithm works?
No,
because
I just didn't know
okay.
if I did a good enough job.
You did a very
explaining
good
all that.
job.
Oh, well, then screw it. We don't have to do it,
Padres Chargers are the thing that YouTube puts in people's algorithms for us.
which is weird. I don't understand why. And we talk about other stuff. There's good content, and then like nobody watches it, And then we got stuff about the Padres that can be just everyday kind of stuff, and everybody loves it.
It's the way YouTube. Never mind.
Anyway,
Let's move
all right,
on.
let's keep going. So let's do our daily Padre spring training update because everybody wants to hear about.
We're not going to have a merch off first.
Oh, okay. Wait a second.
You did tease with that.
Okay, so then let me hold on, everybody. Hold on.
Not a merch off. This
It's
is a
Friday.
totally different thing.
It's Friday. So just to reset for anybody that's just joining us right now, Browner has put out a new piece of merch in the Kaplan and Crew merch shop. It's the Chatlin's gear. If you are with us every day on YouTube, if you get involved in the YouTube live chat, if you say cool things like shout out, which let me just say, shout out. Browner now has a new shirt. All the Chatlins, they got their own show going on. Ooh, look at that. And by the way, 15% off this weekend. Is that right?
Yes.
I do like the gray hoodie. I got to get me one of them.
That's why I put it. All the default pictures for Chatlins is gray.
Yeah, I love
think
it.
It looks good on gray.
It really looks good. And so then there's a QR code. And when you show off the QR code to somebody, it actually takes you to our YouTube channel.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Very smart, Brown. Very, very smart.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Just
so
thought
now-
it would be a nice little thing to throw in there.
Okay. How do you do that, by the way?
It's a part of the program that I use to create the shirt.
Pretty smart. Got to give you
Mhm.
credit, man. All right. Now, Alex, you too are releasing a new piece of merch today. Is that right?
We are.
Yeah, when I say you, we are, but I mean you've designed it.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's yeah. You've been asking for like we're waiting for things to come to us organically, right?
Right.
So this came to me organically after I saw this photo.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay.
Okay, let us see it. All right, we're still waiting. Here it is.
It is the Peter Seidler sustainable T-shirt.
Oh my God, is that hilarious?
That's a great shirt.
These Peter Seidler photos with this massive mustache, and then the way I don't even know what you've done to this picture, but it looks like something out of like the 1930s, like
Right.
out of Great Gatsby, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's Peter Seidler and this mustache and just the word sustainable, because
Yeah.
that's what everybody's been talking about. Are the Padres really sustainable? This sort of spending that they're doing. Alex, what do you think about a QR code on this T-shirt that takes?
That's too late.
Yeah, too late, huh? But you know what's a good idea? Because Browner, your idea was a good one. Like put the QR code that takes people to our YouTube channel. But you know what would be another good idea? People go, hey, where do you get that shirt? You have a QR code and you go, here, just QR code it. And then it takes it right to the merch shop.
Facts.
Straight facts, homeboy.
Facts.
Straight facts, homeboy.
That's right. You got it. All right, let me do this. Let me jump into the Padres. By the way, I love.
By the way,
both of
somebody
those.
already bought. But I mean, obviously, if someone goes to the shop, they don't have to wait for us to announce these things. Somebody already bought a sustainable and a Chatland shirt today.
No way.
Oh, one for one. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna put both of these on social media now.
we're going to this is going to turn into a competition, I think. Because the Chatlands will talk and the Padre fans will talk. Which will perform better, the Chatlands or the Seidler Sustainable?
That's not really the point of these.
No, I realize that, but I'm trying to create some competition, which would make a lot of people buy both. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy the Peter Seidler Sustainable, and I'm going to send it to him as a gift. Now, do you think he thinks it's funny,
nice.
or do you think he sends us a cease and
I
desist?
think he thinks it's funny. Don't
Yeah.
tell him we're selling them. Just
Yeah.
tell him, hey, look what one of our listeners made.
Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what
Or
I'll do.
look what my whoever made.
Okay.
You can throw me under the bus. Just don't tell them we're selling them.
All right. I think we should put both of those out on social media. New merch drop available today. All right. Before we get into Padres and spring training, just a minute here to send out some love and some thanks to our friends over at iThrive MD. All you have to do is go to our website, kaplanandcrew.com, click on iThrive, and you'll learn all about the iThrive Lean program. Here's the deal, dude. A lot of people want to lose weight. Alex, tell the story about going there the other day to pick up your treatments and how there was like a line out the door, the way you described it.
Yeah, basically the way the doc is saying is that they are so just not backed up, but there's so many people coming in to do iThrive Lean that they have to they've hired multiple nurses, they've hired assistants, they've hired secretaries because they are so like selling so much of this stuff and they're a little bit behind. So he did say, tell your listeners to have a little patience with us.
All right. Go to our website, kaplanandcrew.com, click on iThrive, read about iThrive Lean, FDA approved, guaranteed to help you lose weight. Alex has now reached this 40-pound milestone. Unbelievable. 858-240-1497 for those of you that are driving around, 858-240-1497. You don't have to go on some crazy diet. You don't have to work out like you're The Rock, okay? All you have to do is take one little injection per week, and then it all happens for you. And I know it sounds like too good to be true, but everybody who's using it is telling you that it actually really works. So check them out. iThrive MD, 858-240-1497. All right, Grande, why don't you lead us here today and take us through what all Padre fans need to know on Friday? Because we're now into spring training. First game or a little earlier today on television. I mean, the excitement, I'm like, wow, it's on TV. I'm like, I don't watch NFL preseason. I don't watch NBA preseason. I'm going to sit down and watch the first game of spring training. But people are so.
I think it's the
psyched.
same thing I think it's people that the same thing. Like when preseason is here, you're excited that it's here. It's not that you're excited to watch it. I think that's the thing. I think that we're excited that spring training is here. We're excited the first game is happening today, and that we are not far away from baseball. I think that's the same feeling, Scott. I really genuinely feel like I'm always excited when preseason is here for football, but I'll never tune in for preseason football.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Okay.
You would never get me to watch a spring training game.
You will get me to watch one this year, though. And we yelled at each other about this yesterday, Scott. And I that's where I think we should start. Tatis did not play today. Tatis, not sure when he will play. Browner thinks it's a huge deal and he can explain it, that they're easing him in to the lineup even in spring training. And I said, if he's not in the lineup on 420, his first day back, then I would start freaking out.
Yeah,
But I'm not going to freak out about him being in the lineup in spring training.
Yeah, why do we care if he's playing in the first game or he's not playing in the first game? What does that matter?
I think if you are a person who is watching this closely like I am, Fernando Tatis hasn't played in over a year, over a calendar, over a year he hasn't played. Professional
17 months.
17 months for the Padres. He hadn't played, 2 surgeries and PED suspension. Why can't he run out here in spring training and play if he's allowed to by Major League Baseball? Why is he still hurt?
How do you know he's still hurt? How do you know he's still hurt?
Why aren't they playing him? That's just what Bob Melvin said. They're going to ease him in. Ease him into what? What has he been doing? What are we easing him into?
Well,
what's the problem?
I think that, listen, I'm not talking to Bob Melvin, but I would guess that they're thinking to themselves, the opening day of the season is March 30th.
Right. Which he can't play in.
Right. The first day of Tatis returning is April 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we don't have to train him right now as if he needs to be ready in 30 days. We need to train him right now as if he needs to be ready in 50 days. So playing him, particularly in game 1, doesn't seem that important. I think what you're saying is that symbolically, though.
Yes.
Like, if everybody's excited about the start of spring training, and in game 1, if Machado's going to play and Soto's going to play and Bogarts is going to play,
Cronenworth,
right? Then then why not
be running out there?
Yeah, then why not get people jacked by just playing them in the first game? I get that.
And two, okay, by your theory, if you're trying to get him ready because he won't be playing until later, you should be getting everybody else ready at that point, and he should be playing now because he's not going to be playing. So why would you then take bats away from guys who are actually going to be playing later in spring training that will roll over into the year, as opposed to getting Tatis those at bats now? It doesn't, either way, it doesn't make sense to me why he is not playing. I don't get it. I don't understand the strategy. If he's still hurt or recovering from these surgeries, then what went wrong? Because we were told by him and by everybody else, he's fine and he's ready to go. And now here we are playing live active games, and Bob Melvin is telling us that they're going to ease him in. Ease him into what?
Well, I guess you think it's a big deal that he's not playing in game 1, and we don't really know exactly what their strategy is.
I bet you it's a big deal. I bet you it's a big deal to him. I bet you it's a big deal to him. Look how long he's waited. Look how long, by his own fruition, his own bike riding, his own steroid taking, blah, blah, blah. He did all this to himself, okay? Nobody's making excuses for him. But even with that, he still is a human. He still is a baseball player, and he's still chomping at the bit to get out on the field because of everyone he has not played the longest.
How do you know?
Because he's an alpha male athlete. You don't want to sit on the side.
No, but
if you hadn't kicked in a year, would you not want to kick when your first opportunity came to kick in a preseason game?
I mean, maybe, but I'm not going to obsess about it because I know that the regular season is coming, and I know that I want to be at my best when the regular season starts. This isn't.
But you're not playing when the regular season starts.
Like, can you imagine if Tatis really holds a grudge over Bob Melvin because he didn't play him in the first game of spring training? If he's really that sensitive and that immature, then you need to let him go now.
Michael Jordan would have done it. Kobe Bryant would have done it. They sensitive?
Yeah, they're really campaigning to play preseason games. Brown.
Really? What I'm saying to you, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant took the smallest slights and turned them into mountains because that's what made them great.
But wait, is this
Herbold didn't play it.
But wait, but why?
God,
but
dude,
why
you
is
are
this,
so crazy.
Why
dude.
is this a
You're
slight
so crazy.
to Tatis? What if they've sat down and they've had a conversation like, Fernando, look, here's the deal. You're not ready till April 20th to play, right? So
that's not what he publicly said.
No. Not you. You're not eligible. Let me change my word. You're not eligible to play till April 20th. How do we get you ready for April 20th? You're coming off these 2 surgeries. You haven't played in all these months. The shoulder, he said, felt really good. The wrist, he said, was getting there. So how do we get you ready? here's what we think we should do. And maybe there's a game plan to get him to the 20th of April rather than getting him to the 30th of March. And by the way, why does he need to play in game 1 of spring training? Now, if you're going to sell me on, but it's a symbolic thing. It's the first game of spring training. It's on television. The fans are excited. The other stars of the team are all going to play. There's a marketing reason to have him play. You got me sold. But in terms of he's still hurt, or he's going to hold a grudge, or he's chomping at the bit and he's going to be angry, I'm not buying that.
If Bob Melvin comes out and says they're not playing him because they want to work him up, what are you working him up into? What has he been doing? Where has he been? Because we were told he's been with the club. So if you've worked him up, what has the coaching staff been doing if Bob Melvin is coming out and saying he will not be available for the first game because we are working him into it? We still have some things we want to see him do. What are those things, and why hasn't he already done them?
Wow, listen, Browner, angry about this. Very angry about this.
All
right, hold on. Let's keep it going because there's a lot of other Padre-related news and sound bites and whatever. We'll jump into all of it. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. It's Friday afternoon. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Brought to you by MedCline. Sleep better, feel better, live better.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
I would like to say welcome to the River Road African American Museum. What we do here at the River Road African American Museum is connect the past to the present.
Our museum was founded in 1994 by my sister Kathy Hamburg and our family to actually talk about the history along the river here in South Louisiana. We've been around for about 29 years here in the Donaldsonville and Ascension Parish area, and have become one of the premier museums for the state of Louisiana when it comes to African American history.
When you think about Black history, what we want you to understand is that this is more than Black history. This is Louisiana history.
Sponsored by The Barnes Firm. Proud to support Black History Month. Car crash? Call 1-800-8-million for a free consultation.
When someone you know has COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, things can progress very quickly, making them feel hopeless. But it doesn't have to be like this.
See, Mom, this place is going to be great for you. They're going to help you breathe better.
Pulmonary rehabilitation at La Mesa Rehab focuses on patient education and training. We use special therapies to improve your lungs, clear out mucus, and keep you out of the hospital. Pulmonary rehab is Medicare approved. Call now to see if you qualify or ask your doctor about La Mesa Rehab today.
Since 1975, San Diegans have trusted the Murray-Lampert family for their home remodeling projects. We continue our commitment to deliver high-quality home remodeling and construction to our customers without an expensive showroom.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring value to your home, our team has the experience to handle everything. Plus, our strong relationships with the city makes adding on easier for homeowners.
Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
The #1 disease in the world, according to World Health Organization, is dental disease. For 25 years, we've had one of the most leading group dental practices in the country. Imagine you're a parent, you're a mom or a dad, and you have a 2-year-old that doesn't get any cavities, and you have a 12-year-old that has a soda habit and gets a ton of cavities. Well, how do you determine what oral care products to get? It's really mind-boggling that currently there does not exist an oral care product company that specializes for kids. So we thought this is a great opportunity to get into that space and revolutionize oral care for kids. We have every single product that every parent needs for every person in that family. It's very comprehensive. The next thing is we customize your oral care products. Someone who has a lot of gum disease probably requires different sets of oral care products that someone has a very, very healthy mouth. And it's also conveniently shipped to your home every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you go to supermouth.com and check out all the educational content. And of course, check out our profile builder to get the right products for every family member.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Brought to you by MedCline. Sleep better, feel better, live better.
Listen to the Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the Mightier1090.com. We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Hey, everybody, it's Scott Kaplan from Kaplan and Crew. And with me right now is Rick Slider. He's the CEO of MedCline, which, by the way, is a pillow that is going to change your life. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm telling you right now. Rick, how you doing, man? Where do we find you today?
Scott, great to talk to you. I'm in sunny San Diego, a place you're pretty familiar with.
Yeah, I'm glad it's sunny out. I see the Padres stuff right over your head. That looks pretty cool. And some Beastie Boys. You got some cool stuff behind you.
We had a different sports team up on the wall for a while that had to be taken down, say half dozen years ago. But the Padres still flies prominently on the wall.
I love it, man. Hey, if you could, while we have this time together, can you tell everybody the backstory of MedCline and how you guys have become such a big San Diego company selling all over the world, and what the deal is with the MedCline systems?
Sure. MedCline started here in San Diego, started by a radiologist whose primary practice was at UCSD. And he was a longtime sufferer of heartburn and acid reflux. Tried everything, tried diet changes, was taking medication, proton pump inhibitors or PPIs that a lot of people take. But he was looking for a natural way to reduce his heartburn symptoms. And he found through trial and error that when he slept in an incline and when he slept on his side, his heartburn and acid reflux symptoms would dissipate. Because he's a doctor, he wanted to make sure that this just wasn't by chance. And so he set up some clinical studies using a system that he designed and patented. We got clinical trial results, found that there was a strong reduction in the esophageal acid that would take place during the night, reducing his symptoms. And with that, decided to create a product called MedCline and commercialized it a few years ago. And that is really how our company began, with his personal desire to stop his heartburn and reflux symptoms.
That's amazing. It really is amazing. Like when you have something wrong, you're like, I'm going to fix this problem. But you know what's amazing to me is that acid reflux is a problem that obviously a lot of people have. But for me, I have shoulder pain, chronic shoulder pain from the way I sleep, because I sleep with my arm over my head and then my pillow in between. So when I got my first MedCline, I didn't realize there's the reflux relief pillow, but there's the shoulder relief pillow. And it's completely changed everything for me. My shoulder pain has gone so far down because I'm no longer sleeping like this. I'm like underneath. And tell me about the shoulder pillow, please.
Sure. First of all, I'm so glad to hear that it's working for you. That's fantastic. Secondly, as we brought MedCline to the marketplace, we found that there were a number of individuals that benefited from therapeutic side sleeping beyond just those suffering from heartburn or GERD. And the primary use is for shoulder pain. And the reason I think people like you have been so comfortable with the MedCline is because of our patented arm pocket. When you try and sleep on your side and you have shoulder pain, you run the risk of your shoulder getting frozen, exacerbating pain that you might be feeling, whether it's due to rotator cuff, general shoulder soreness. And so our incline has a patented arm pocket that allows you to either rest comfortably on your elbow or to slide through, sounds like what you do, slide your arm through the system so you can stay at an elevation and sleep comfortably on your side throughout the night. And today, here in 2023, our shoulder product is actually our top seller. It surpassed those that suffer from heartburn and acid reflux, simply because there's more people with shoulder injuries across the country. And we're glad that we're able to help you out.
It's awesome. Hey, we don't have a lot of time, but in the last minute, would you just tell everybody how the MedCline products though have gone viral, particularly on TikTok? Just give us like a 30 or 60 seconds about what has happened.
You know, I'd love to say that I'm a marketing genius here, Scott, but really it's just about excited consumers sharing the benefits they get of MedCline. And it's amazing what happens when people finally can get a good night's sleep, how they're so excited to share that information. And recently, we've always been a part of social media, but recently we've kind of found a niche within TikTok. I didn't know that healthy sleep TikTok was a subgenre, but it really is. And with a few different posts, we've seen over just in the last 30 days, over 10 million people exposed to our MedCline products. So we're excited about the virality that this has created. I think it's in part because we have a 95% customer satisfaction rate. We know we can help people get a good night's sleep. It does take a while to adjust and sleep differently. But we're excited to see kind of the viral nature of our product grow, and we're excited to help out as many customers as possible.
It's awesome. I want to encourage everybody who's watching right now, go to medcline.com, medcline.com. Look at the different products. Know you're supporting a San Diego company. And I encourage everybody, sleep better with our friends from MedCline.
Drivers are getting in accidents at a rate we've never seen before, jumping 18% since 2020. There are higher incidents of speeding and more aggressive driving since the pandemic began. Please slow down and drive safely. It can save a life.
An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit, and has become one of the most popular solutions to housing in the United States. We constructed this to provide housing for my mother, who is elderly.
Well, I wanted to downsize. At my age, that's what I wanted to do. Eric engaged the services of Murray Lambert, a top building company.
This is an 825 square foot structure, but it actually looks more like 1,000 because of the spatial considerations. Micah was great. He took the ball and ran with it and came up with this really great combination.
It always appealed to me, high ceilings. It gives a sense of space, of openness, and I like that. Oh, I would give this experience a 10 for sure. Plus, 10 plus.
Learn about the many health benefits of MedCline pillows, from easing shoulder pain, reflux relief, and just getting a great night of sleep. Watch Your Health only on Your View, Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Brought to you by MedCline. Sleep better, feel better, live better.
The #1 disease in the world, according to World Health Organization, is dental disease. For 25 years, we've had one of the most leading group dental practices in the country. Imagine you're a parent, you're a mom or a dad, and you have a 2-year-old that doesn't get any cavities, and you have a 12-year-old that has a soda habit and gets a ton of cavities. Well, how do you determine what oral care products to get? It's really mind-boggling that currently there does not exist an oral care product company that specializes for kids. So we thought this is a great opportunity to get into that space and revolutionize oral care for kids. We have every single product that every parent needs for every person in that family. It's very comprehensive. The next thing is we customize your oral care products. Someone who has a lot of gum disease probably requires different sets of oral care products that someone has a very, very healthy mouth. And it's also conveniently shipped to your home every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you go to supermouth.com and check out all the educational content. And of course, check out our profile builder to get the right products for every family member.
At the Barnes firm, we're seeing more pedestrian and bicycle accidents. Drivers are rolling through red lights, and distracted driving makes every intersection a danger zone for pedestrians. Look both ways when crossing, even if you have the right of way.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
All right, great friends. Hey, it's Friday afternoon. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. And yeah, we're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Okay, so look, we were kind of going back and forth about Tatis not playing in the first game of spring training. I personally don't think it's a big deal. Browner is on fire about it, thinks it's a monster deal.
Angry.
I know he's very angry about this. I don't
I'm
know
not
what
angry about it. You guys are miscategorizing what I'm saying. I'm not
What are you
angry
saying?
about it at all. I think that this is something that people should be questioning. Y'all told the guy says he's ready. He came out and said publicly he's ready to go. The manager says that they need to work him in. Those are two things that are not the same.
Yeah, but if you have a player that is not going to play for you for
So
the first 20
you
some odd
play him
games,
now. You play him now, similar to the NFL preseason. The first game, the starters play a series, and then everybody else gets out there. By the third preseason game, the starters play 3 quarters, and the reserves play some change.
depending on who your coach is. I mean, Sean
also true.
McVay doesn't play any starters in the preseason, using him as an example. So, I mean, why not say Bob Melvin is an experienced manager. Bob Melvin is not Chase, whatever his name was, or what, he's not Andy Green. He's not one of these first-time puppets that the Padres used to hire. He's a real manager with real experience. I mean, why shouldn't we say, look, these guys have a plan? Because Fernando Tatis said he's ready to go. I assume he's ready to go, but he's not going to play until April 20th. So get guys who are going to start the season there at bats. He'll play during the preseason, and I'm sure they got a whole plan for him, because I don't exactly know what happens when the
Plus
season
9
starts.
guys. I think was it 9 dudes are leaving to the World Baseball Classic. Like, he's going to play a ton because they need him to play. So I'm not. Listen,
I've made my position firm.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you have.
You have indeed. You have indeed.
And I couldn't. And I've disagreed with you for 3 years about most things. But this right here is at the top of my list. Over Ophony, over Cooper Kupp,
right? System wide receiver.
Over Carson Wentz's top 5, over your weird taste of food. I think that this right here is the silliest thing. I just don't think there's anything there at all.
Okay. Well, let's jump into it here today on a Friday, because again, I say it all the time. This is what San Diego sports fans are talking about. It's what they're thinking about, So let's start jumping into it. Alex, I see you got some stuff here with AJ Preller. What are we about to hear and see and listen to?
Well, it's about the Tatis. You weren't here yesterday, so I kept some of this stuff in. We talked about it a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
But AJ Preller asked, what's up with Tatis? He's going to play.
Again, like the baseball side of it, he hasn't played now for over a year in real competitive games. Obviously, the rehab stint for a minute last year. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Like, I think we're going to kind of go into it open-minded to see how like just him getting back in the flow of playing every single day and using spring training to do that. But you see it here, even just in the practice sessions. He's a tremendous athlete. He's a tremendous baseball player, and he's really motivated. And he understands that. Yeah, he's got. He's excited, I think, to win back the trust of the fans and his teammates and everything like that. So.
All right. So not much there. Not
Bad Bunny in the background.
Yeah, a little Bad Bunny and some snapping of some gloves. You can hear that in the background. I don't know who's the guy sitting next to him with the white hair. Who's
you know who that is?
Who is it? Is that Bill Center? Is it Hacksaw?
He's such a dick.
Who? Who's such a dick?
You are.
Me?
You know who it is.
No, I don't know who it is.
Come on.
I swear to God.
You don't know that's Kevin Acee.
I had no idea that was Kevin Acee.
Get out of here.
I swear to God, dude, all I can see is like a little teeny tiny bit of his hair. I mean,
again, like the baseball side of it, he hasn't played now for over a year in real competitive games. Obviously, the rehab stint for a minute last year. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Like, I think we're going to kind of go into it open-minded to see how just him getting back in the flow of playing every single day and using spring training to do that. But you see it here, even just in the practice sessions. He's a tremendous athlete. He's a tremendous baseball player, and he's really motivated. And he understands that. Yeah, he's got. He's excited, I think, to win back the trust of the fans and his teammates and everything like that. So.
There's a sliver of his head. I wouldn't have thought AC first. And by the way, why is he sitting next to Preller? Like, the rest of the media is around him. They got microphones in his face. Why is AC sitting next to him like he's his best friend? Oh, it's weird.
Maybe they are.
I didn't know. I really didn't know that's who it was. Now, did I understand that Bob Melvin made an appearance on the Rome show this week? Is that right?
And laid out the plan for Tatis.
Okay, let's hear this.
Man, he looks really good. For a guy that's haven't played basically in 15 months, has gone through 3 surgeries, 2 on the wrist and 1 on the shoulder. You have your doubts and how long this is going to take and what he's going to look like when he first comes back. Is he going to be favoring anything? This guy's ready to play. As a matter of fact, he was arguing with me about getting in that first spring training game here. That's how good he feels. But there are a few more boxes he needs to check. We've got him diving back into bases, doing some things before we get him. But, he'll be somewhere in the first week of games here, and he's just itching to go.
All right, so that gets back to what Browner's saying, that Tatis wants back in desperately, and they're not ready to put him back in yet. I mean, it almost sounds to me, Brown, like they're kind of protecting him from himself, because he's going to go out there and play the way he plays, and they'd rather him like chill a little bit. Don't get nuts, kid.
No, after you hear that soundbite, now you understand where I'm coming from.
No, I still don't.
Those two things don't make sense to me. They don't add up. Either he's ready to go or he's got some lingering issues from his surgeries and he's not ready to go. Which one is it?
Well, again, to me, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Why does it have to be one or the other?
I just think that Tatis has made this fan base, and Browner is on that bus of fan base. He's not driving it, but he's on there. And I just think that it's him not playing for 17 months has made the fan base just absolutely paranoid about him. They're absolutely just itching to see the guy on the field. I just think that there is no more exciting story than seeing Tatis on the field, and people are just freaking out.
Well,
every little thing.
not just on
Where's
the
he going to
field, but
play?
in
Where's he
this
not going to
lineup.
play?
Yeah.
Is he going to be? Where's he going to? Blah blah blah. So it's just.
Welcome to Mattering. Welcome to Mattering.
Saturday, he could be in the lineup tomorrow, and then what?
Then all of it'll be over. Welcome to Mattering to people. Here you go. Welcome to the club. You matter now. These things matter. Small things like this matter when you're important. They're important now. These players are important to people. People want to know. Folks got questions. I'm one of those people.
I must tell you guys, I don't have any questions. I really don't.
Okay.
And, usually I got a lot of questions. But when it comes to Tatis and knowing that he can't play until, April 20th, I'm fine with him not playing in the very first spring training game. Again, you could sell me on, but you know what, dude? There's a symbolic thing here. You just got Bogarts. Manny's, there's a little bit of controversy around his contract and him opting out. Soto has been moved over to left, and that's where he's going to be. And just for the first spring training game, let's just see what it looks like. Just out the chute. I understand what you're getting at, but I don't think there's something nefarious going on. And by the way, I'm usually pretty skeptical when it comes to the Padres and what they say being truth. But in this instance, I just don't think this is a really big deal.
Like Jake Cronenworth didn't start today. Are we going to freak out about that? Like, oh, is he not the first baseman?
A guy who's ready to play day one? Nope, not worried about it.
Trent Grisham's didn't start in center field today. Is Jose Azocar taking over?
A guy who's going to be there all year, day one? Nope, not worried about it.
So you think that that maybe he's still not right physically, and that they're not telling us that?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So why can't we think that about Cronenworth not starting today?
Because Cronenworth.
So shouldn't he be breaking in that glove? I showed you guys the video. Like that glove is stiff as heck. He should be playing every single inning at first base till that glove's get broken.
Don't we want to see all 5 of your stars? I mean, isn't Cronenworth considered part of that group?
How many of
are
those
the Padres going to trade Trent Grisham because he didn't start today in center field?
How many of those guys had off-season surgery and you haven't seen them play in 15 months? Pick one. Any of the 3 that have done that.
I think you're answering your own question.
Not one. No, I think you're not answering the question. You're making this false comparison. Oh, why isn't Cronenworth out there? Oh, he's going to play first base. Are they trading Grisham?
Mm-hmm.
No, those guys. I saw them play in the postseason. I saw them play.
Let me ask you this, Browner. Let me ask you this: if Machado was not going to play earlier today, I don't need to play. It's first preseason game, first spring training game.
I'm cool with that.
You're good with that. But this seems if Tatis misses game 1, there must be something wrong with him.
Why not play him? If Cronenworth didn't play, Grisham didn't play, like what's the harm in playing Tatis? What's the harm in playing him in game one? A game where, just go out and get in the bat. Go out in right field, move your feet around, feel the air, judge some balls off the live bat. See some live pitching from that bat. What's wrong with that? Why
There's
not?
There's nothing wrong with
right.
it. But there's also nothing wrong with not using him in game one.
Why not?
All right.
Is it spring training?
All right, we're going to do this. We're going to get off into a Browner tangent.
We did it yesterday.
I know.
I'm just saying. The team's important. This player's important. Y'all don't got questions. Y'all want to ride along with the bus like the look at us. We're just a baby Padres. We're a small market Padres. Y'all do that. I'm not on that bus.
Okay,
man.
now you're just connecting dots that aren't even on the same page.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about at this point.
That's what y'all are doing. That's what
like
y'all
I said,
doing.
Like I said yesterday, I said today. If Tatis is not starting on April 20th, then we can have this conversation, and I will be on your side 100%. I'm not going to freak out about spring training because, by the way, if Twitter didn't exist, you wouldn't even know he didn't play because you ain't going to watch it.
Right. Well, that's the other part of it. I mean, for the outrage.
Talk about connecting random dots.
Well, no, dude. I mean, for the outrage
How would you know?
that you have.
It would
the
be on the
outrage
news.
Oh, God.
Are you good? Did you tune in today at 12 o'clock? Did you tune in today at 12 o'clock to watch spring training? No.
It would be. I just told you I don't watch spring training games. It would.
So why are
be
you freaking out about spring training?
It would be on the news because I watch the news.
Oh, really?
Y'all don't watch the news.
Which news do you watch?
I watch Fox 5 and I watch 10 News.
You watch Fox 5 and 10 News, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No love for Channel 8?
No.
No love.
Watch Fox News?
No, I watch Channel 8.
I don't know. I mean, you're just naming local channels. So, I mean, why do you choose Fox 5 over Channel 8 CBS? Or why do you choose 10 News over I don't know, is there another one?
I choose 10 News.
CW.
I choose 10 News because obviously Kimberly's on 10 News. And I like Fox 5 because I like their news reporters.
Who do you like?
Which one? What do you mean?
Fox 5.
Dude, I like Brad Willis. I like obviously Chrissy Russo's funny in the morning on the weather.
No, I haven't seen a Fox 5 morning show. And listen, shout out to my girl Chrissy Russo. I haven't seen a Fox 5 morning show in probably 5 years. As far as like their Fox 5 evening news,
I like Kathleen Bay.
I love Kathleen Bay. Kathleen,
how's Aloha Taylor doing?
Aloha's retired
Couldn't
now.
tell you, don't know.
Retired?
Aloha's retired.
Isn't she like 30?
No. Aloha. Let me tell you a quick story about Aloha, because I've become acquaintances with Aloha.
Okay.
Aloha.
Her real name?
Say again.
Is that her real name?
It is her real name. Although it's a much longer name than that. It's a much longer Hawaiian, like Polynesian sounding name. And when she moved to San Diego, the news director was like, we can't use your real name. It's just too long. It's too Hawaiian. And she didn't want to change her name. And they had like abbreviated. She was like, oh, dude, my family's going to lose their minds. You know, I'm not staying true to my Hawaiian roots. So this is the story she told me. So Aloha, when she turned 50, she had a goal. She had read a book. This is all from Aloha, called Rich Man, Poor Man. And you can look this up. It's this book from this guy. I can't remember his last name, but it sounds like very Japanese, like Suzuki or something. And he has this book, Rich Man, Poor Man. And it's about how when you invest in real estate, that's how you make money. You know, Alex, this is perfect for you. You should be reading this right now. It's why you'll never sell that condo in North Park. She read this book, Aloha Taylor, Rich Man, Poor Man, said it changed her life. And she has spent her entire professional career in news buying real estate. So now her goal was to retire at 50 years old. Aloha turned 50, boom, out. Now she's got her own real estate. I don't know if I would call it an empire, but she's got properties that she owns, and those properties make her money. And now you might see her hanging out down at 7 Mile Casino. She loves the casinos, man. She loves them.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out Aloha. Aloha. Aloha.
Hey.
All right. Hey, 1 minute here to just tell everybody about Penske San Diego, PenskeSanDiego.com. I'll make this brief. 1,000 vehicles with 12 different dealerships representing 9 different brands, and all available for you on the website, PenskeSanDiego.com. That's Penske, Penske, PenskeSanDiego.com. Your shopping experience will be faster and more fun than ever before, because you go on to PenskeSanDiego.com, you search the entire inventory of all 12 different stores, all 9 different brands, plus all the certified pre-owned vehicles that they bring in. Everything's there right for you on the website, PenskeSanDiego.com. All right, so guys, we've seen now the predictions for the start of the baseball season. Who is predicted to win the most games in the National League, actually in all of baseball? And then we can divide it up just into the NL West. Are the Padres finally the favorites to win the division? Or does the media and those who vote, do they still have more confidence in the Dodgers? Alex, let's take a look at the win totals as predicted. Go for it.
Yes, in all of baseball, the Astros and Dodgers are tied for the highest with 96.5 wins, followed by the Braves, Yankees, and Mets at 95.5. And right there, the Padres, 93.5 wins is their over-under. So 3 games under the Dodgers.
Now, does that surprise everybody that the Padres are now still considered like the second place team of the division?
Can I one-up it from yesterday's conversation, which was this conversation? This is even more surprising to me. Not only are the Padres 3 games behind the Dodgers as far as odds go, when you look at the National League pennant odds, the favorite to make it to the World Series, the Dodgers are favored in the National League still.
Over the Mets, over the Braves, over the
Mets,
Phillies.
Braves, Padres, Phillies, Cardinals, over everybody. The Dodgers are plus 350. The Mets are plus 400. The Braves are plus 400. And the Padres are plus 450.
So the Dodgers are still everybody's favorite to win.
Not only the NL West, but the NL.
I know.
The National League.
I mean, when you lose a guy like Trey Turner, you know, and you've got
Turner.
Say again?
And
Justin Turner. And not only that, but, you know, your pitching staff.
Cody Bellinger.
Right. You're not sure what's going to happen. Like Clayton Kershaw always gets hurt. Walker Buehler's not going to be back. Dustin May never
Dustin
really
May's coming off Tommy John.
Right. Never really made it back last year. Tony Gonsolin had a great first half, not a good second half. I mean, why is everybody
lost Tyler Anderson?
Right. Went to the Angels.
You have Urias. You have Gonsolin.
You have Kershaw, who's not going to the World Baseball Classic because he couldn't get his insurance thing cleared. Okay, fine.
Which is always a good sign when your baseball player can't get insured.
But why is there still so much belief in the Dodgers? And by the way, it's not just the Dodgers over the Padres, because let's face it, the Dodgers won 111 games last year in the regular season. What did the Padres win? What was their win total?
88.
Right. So that's a huge number. That's 23 games.
Yeah. They ran away with the NL West. It wasn't even close.
Right. So, but you lose so much, and the Padres get Bogarts, and they'll get Tatis back, and they added to their pitching staff.
Some people think that Waka is an improvement over Clevenger and Manaea.
I would think
that
he's
Seth
going to be.
Lugo is an improvement.
It wouldn't be hard to be an improvement over Manaea.
Yeah. Nick Martinez is seen as an improvement. I mean,
they've added so much Carpenter, you know, I mean, just as a DH, but
Nelson Cruz.
Why are is everybody, like, whether it's BetMGM who's setting the odds or any writer who's, you know, making predictions, why is everybody not just believing that the Dodgers will beat the Padres, which, by the way, a lot of people probably still believe that. They're like, okay, you've been little brother. Let's see it. You know, you beat them in the postseason. They crushed you all regular season. Go prove it. Go prove it. But why in the entire National League? Surprised. I mean, especially with all the money the Mets have spent.
I think yesterday I felt I kind of said that maybe we're just living in our own world down here right now in San Diego, and that we're buying all the hype and that we're getting super excited, and everybody across the country is like, yes, it's great what the Padres have done, but the Dodgers are still the better team in the NL West. But to see the Dodgers as the favorite to win the entire thing, that to me is surprising. Not the World Series. I can check the World Series odds, but the fact that they're the favorite of every National League team, the Mets, the Phillies, the Braves, I find that very surprising. And maybe the experts know something we don't know about who the Dodgers got. Maybe their young guys coming in are better than we think they are. So, I mean, they still have Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. Still got Will Smith. Those are 3 premier players in all of baseball, but I just don't see them as favorites to win the National League. I think if you ask Dodger fans, they would say the same thing too.
Oh, I think Dodger fans are like, no, we're still the best team, and no, the Padres may have beaten us in the postseason, but like Freddie Freeman said, so what? What did that mean? We dominated them all regular season. They beat us in a series, and then they got smoked by Philadelphia. So it's not like they went on to win the World Series. They beat us, and then they got knocked out. Big deal.
No, they convincingly beat you. They convincingly. They didn't beat you on the last pitch of the 7th game in the 9th inning. They convincingly beat you, crybaby Freddie.
But what did it amount to? But what did it really amount
Also,
to?
What did their 100 and something wins amount to?
0.
Exactly.
Not a single.
Exactly.
The results are the same.
It was different expectations. They had championship aspirations, and they got
They won 111 games.
They got beat by us. So this idea that that means nothing. Okay, writers, and how come the Padres have more players ranked in the top 100 than the Dodgers do?
All right, well, let's
how come
get
they have
to that.
better players ranked in pitching than the Dodgers do?
Let's get to these stories. Let's get to them. Hey, we're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. You're looking for a great place this weekend to stay warm and stay out of the rain and have a really good time. That's 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego. Lots more to get to. This is Kaplan and Crew.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Brought to you by MedCline. Sleep better, feel better, live better.
Locally owned and operated, not some bland, uninspired, corporate, cookie-cutter radio station crap. We simply say to those stations, Q. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Murray Lampert now brings architectural and interior design to a whole new level for your remodel, ADU, or whole house build.
We're truly a team at Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, and we don't take that lightly.
Visit murraylampert.com.
This is a huge wall. I'm sure it presented some challenges.
You're right, Sarah. And what it was in the model we noticed there was too much wood. This was supposed to be clad. And with the beautiful stairs and railings, we realized that we need to come up with a different finish. So we used these reglets that are metal with the drywall, and it gave it this grid look that also matches up with the beams.
Wow, that came out beautiful. If you want to see how they conquered more design challenges, check out Our Family, Your Home.
Sponsored by The Barnes Firm. Proud to support Black History Month. Car crash? Call 1-800-8-million for a free consultation.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to your home, our experience plus our strong relationship with the city makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
At Murray Lampert, we listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com.
If you're going to count yourself as a fan of this radio station, you'll need to continuously ask yourself one basic question. Am I listening enough? Pro tip, wives are not a good source for input on this. This is the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to your home, our experience plus our strong relationship with the city makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
At Murray Lampert, we listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com.
For many consumers, sleeping at night should be an easy experience. For many, it's not. There are a number of reasons for that, most notably those that suffer from acid reflux or heartburn. There are also many individuals dealing with various pains or ailments. MedCline is a sleep solution company with our goal to allow people to have a healthy and peaceful night's sleep. And we do that with our therapeutic side sleeping systems. Our patented, clinically studied MedCline relief systems are designed to place an adult in an elevated side sleeping position, which can help them reduce the symptoms or issues they're dealing with. MedCline systems are registered with the FDA, and as a medical product, MedCline systems are qualified for use with FSA and HSA funds. For anyone looking for more information, you can visit medcline.com/sleepbetter.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Kaplan from Kaplan and Crew Tonight here on Cox Your View. Just want to tell everybody that Cox TV home base throughout Southern California, but you can get us on radio on 1090. You can get us on our YouTube channel, all the different audio podcast platforms. And I want to say thank you very much to a San Diego-based company that's selling all over the world. That's MedCline, MEDCLINE, medcline.com. They're going to change the way you sleep. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.